Hey everyone, welcome to the first challenge of the Fall Fire Challenge with Wilderness Awareness School. In this video, you'll see my friend, Reece Allen, who's also an immersion graduate and an apprentice for Wilderness Awareness School, demonstrate how to start a fire with one match. This is the One Match Fire Challenge. He starts by gathering materials and using his knife to create feather sticks and smaller pieces of wood. It's important to do this because you need small pieces of wood to catch a small flame from a match. He organizes all of his wood or fuel by size so that the process to start the fire is simple. He gathers the tinder or kindling to first catch the match's flame. When he's all set up, he will strike the match. Since it's so rainy and wet in the Pacific Northwest, it is important to collect as many dry materials as you can, or start small so the flame can heat up and dry out your wood as you go. He's careful to protect the flame from wind or rain. He lights the kindling on fire, and because the flame burns upwards, it's important to add more wood on top or above the flame.
The reason why it was easier to get the one match fire this time was because I had the match right next to the really dry feather sticks, and then the really dry feather sticks were wrapped inside the slightly wetter kindling of the hemlock branches, which once the feather sticks took, they kind of dried the initial heat from them, and there was enough of them. I had 3 feather sticks in there that they like ignited each other, and then they were drying out the slightly wetter kindling hemlock to then ignite it. If there are too many thick sticks on at once, the baby flame can't catch a big stick, so the flame, as it's building and it's building the heat, if you go up through the grades of wood, it's like, I don't know if this is actually a good analogy or not, but like when you drive a car, you don't go first to 5th gear. That would mean you would stall, and you kind of stall the fire. If you go from like a small stick straight to a big stick, you'd stall it and it would go out. I guess that analogy does kind of work. So it's very important that you have Wilderness Awareness School matches, otherwise this doesn't actually work. Did you film that? Yeah. How I like to strike matches is I strike down and I support the head of the match. So it's kind of like in between these 2 fingers here. And I move my finger quite quickly afterwards, so I won't get burnt. And even if you did, it doesn't hurt that much. So rather than this, because if you see when I'm going like this, the pressure that I'm putting on it is actually right here in the middle. So boom, the match snaps oftentimes. So you want to avoid that, especially if you're trying to do a one match fire or if like you're running out of matches. So right here, the pressure is going down rather than in the middle of the stick. So it's not going to snap unless you have really shitty matches, bad matches. So then from here, I'm supporting the head so it doesn't split off. And then I'm kind of protecting it from the winds, and I'm holding it upright. So as you can see, the flame then catches onto the stick, and now the stick's on fire. Whereas initially it's only the flammable material. If you snap your first match, that's not that great. So don't snap your first match. That would suck. Whatever scale of the challenge is accessible to you for wherever you live. If you just want to go to your matchbox and strike one match, cool.
Yeah.
If that's useful.